The 2 goals were careless goals against us. It was not a goal that they really worked for. And of course, we consider those 2 goals, and that's what we say we should pick the positive out of it. When I joined that team, I realized that it's a job on ground. And I have my own philosophy. I think of the 3R. In the first place, I have to reconcile the old players and the management. And that was the lack of it, Baze coming in. Then the second R out of it is to reconstruct the team and restructure the team entirely. If you look at it, a new team entirely, and they are giving me this result, I think that's work in progress.
Work in progress, definitely for him. Now, Giorgio eager to talk about the away win. Yeah, the only away win on Wednesday. It's not easy playing on Sunday and play away from home and getting the convincing victory. You have the floor.
You've said it already. I just needed that to be highlighted.
Okay.
I was in the stadium. I watched the game, the penultimate game. Who did they play? Just before this one.
Right.
And against, great stuff that we saw. Yeah, it was Yobe.
Yeah, the wonder one too.
We saw Victor Mboma get on the score sheet for the first time, and after the game, he said he was not impressed with his start. He wanted to get more goals,
right.
And he was given the needed ginger to get on the score sheet again away. Kudos should go to the Aqua United management. We want to see the teams, especially. I want to see teams that are going to the continent in this impressive form. But I can't say the same for Aimba, who are sitting rock bottom. I heard they play today.
Yeah.
If they don't get a win today, it means they remain at the bottom. Something has to happen that is not happening at Aimba right now. So kudos to Aqua United for,
Something that needs to happen will be getting the coach fired.
No, he hasn't said that.
It's too early. No, he said something had to happen. They're playing at the EJ Stadium, away from one stand, but they made it their home ground.
But I tipped them to win today, though.
To win today, of course.
No, it's too early to start talking about firing coaches.
He said something needs to be done.
But they don't need to be at the bottom. Please.
At the bottom, they don't need to be there because Carabao United had to leave there. Yeah. Okay, you guys can talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. What do you think about Nigerian Professional Football League? What's been happening since the beginning of the season? Aqua United, they are getting away victory. I know they're going to have so much love, this morning because George is saying is here. And of course, Austin Okonakwa was actually celebrating, that victory also behind the scene. Talk to us on Twitter and Facebook what you think about this. Well, I'll just read one tweet right now before we go straight to other things we'll be talking about this morning. Professor Chris Edahena says, again, MPFL has started again with 90% home being won and 90% of the way also being lost. Something is right. That's why the clubs are woeful on the continent. Okay.
I'm not impressed with just one away win in a match day.
You can never satisfy.
Too much.
There was one,
Yeah, better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Right.
Yeah, better than nothing. Okay, let me just read this one more. He also said that he doesn't think, I honestly don't think Musa and Kelechi Iheanacho has nothing to prove, except we'll have better players. They should make the Russia trip. Some players has gone to the World Cup before. Some players have gone to the World Cup before without clubs, though. That's what he's saying. Okay, I'm not happy with that. Nacho Danson says he's rooting for Wozniacki to win her first Grand Slam. He's a huge fan of her. Hopefully, he wins. More Twitter coming, but then we'll
get back to that later.
We'll get back to that later on. Now talking about Arsenal. all the fans, they're getting above themselves right now. They're going to win the Carabao Cup. They're playing Manchester City. I don't know how
Who says they're going to win?
It's going to happen. Do I start reading all the tweets I'm getting from here?
Arsenal fans are hopeful. They've done the job against Chelsea. Goalless first time out, second time around. Yesterday night at the Emirates, was a very Chelsea, you'd say, played better in the first half, but second time around, Alpha, who knows what Arsene Wenger said, what his dressing room talk was all about. Arsenal responded in that second half, and they were the better side. Went on to win by 2-1. They'll play Man City, and it's on the right fans. So,
this
things happen, Cecilia. It wasn't the best of nights.
You should credit Nacho Morel for that one, though. Right. It was a shot from him and then got deflected.
But the final, Arsenal-Manchester City. Yeah.
Well, en route, I know this is the Carabao Cup, but Arsenal have never won One wrote the FA Cup win last season. They beat City,
yeah.
and they beat Chelsea.
In the final.
So that's why this final is it's unpredictable.
Right.
And Arsene Wenger, who knows what's going to happen to him in the summer, because we're hearing stuff. It might just be his last season. He would desperately want to win the Carabao Cup.
Absolutely.
And, you know, which better opponents than Chelsea that, you know, have not been able to beat them this season.
Interesting.
You know, so from the Community Shield win to, you know, draws in the league, and it had to be Chelsea again, you know. So as Arsene Wenger had really studied this Chelsea side, we saw yesterday how Hazard was pocketed. He had to drop Nenny to the back and form the three-man defense there. And so Hazard, there was no way for him, but he broke free, of course, in the 7th minute.
Right.
You mentioned Rudiger. These things happen in football. I mentioned here some weeks back that Chelsea need to take the chances, and that's what's been their undoing this season. I wasn't surprised that Arsenal won, though.
Okay, yeah, because they weren't scoring at all. They're not scoring.
Going by what's happened this season, I wasn't surprised.
Okay, interesting. Let's just take reactions coming from both managers. Cecilia, obviously, one is very delighted. The other one, you know, your guess is as good as mine. Arsene Wenger, first off. In the first half, we gave too much respect and we beat scared to really go for it, and we suffered from that. The good thing was that it was 1-1 at halftime, and we knew we could do better in the second half, and that's exactly what we did. We took control of the game and started to dominate, and they went on to win by 2 goals. So when Antonio Conte, obviously very disappointed. Cecilia.
Okay, he's disappointed. He said there's disappointment about the result. As we were trying to reach the final, we conceded 2 goals and were unlucky because of 2 deflections. We had a good run in this competition, and it's a pity for me, my players and our fans. Sorry, guys.
Let's take it from Conte. A lot of speculation about, is he going to stay at the end of the season? Is that a pop at the board for not getting the players he wants? They've been linked with Andy Carroll and Peter Crouch. Now it's Edin Dzeko. I mean, what's your take from
I hear there was a call for his sack yesterday, after. Yeah, by fans.
I mean, you don't lose to Arsenal and you want to get fired. Come on, Arsenal is a big side. Why are they doing that?
But,
he just won the league for them, and they're not bad. They're still in the top 4.
What is going on here is they used to have Chelsea used to be Arsenal along with Jose, right?
But it's not like that anymore. There's no Jose here. They wanted Jose to go. Jose had gone, so they should deal with it.
It's a Chelsea-Arsenal thing, whether it's Wenger or whether it's Conte, whether it's Jose, you know, they expected a win. And I wouldn't say that Chelsea have been that poor this season, but their expectations from the defending champions of the league. And I don't know if, you know, what the contract says. I think it's too early to say that Conte should go. I think, you know, he should be given some more time. But realistically, what can Chelsea actually win this season?
Yeah, okay. Oh, obviously,
that's the question.
The league, we'll throw it back to you.
What can they win this season? The UEFA Champions League.
Out of it. Yeah. The Champions League.
There's the FA Cup as well.
There's the FA Cup.
2 trophies to play for.
So Chelsea fans should be patient. They should be patient.
In the round of 16.
I'm not sure about the Champions League, though. Well, another coach on the fire as well is Zinedine Zidane as well.
And how did they lose that game last night? I'm
3 goals to 1. That was massive.
I mean, I'm like, this is Real Madrid. This is European champions back to back.
Madrid have been poor in the league.
Maybe they shouldn't have won the Champions League back to back, because since that time.
No, that wasn't a fluke, though.
I know it wasn't a fluke. They worked for it, but from all indication, after that so much work, there's really nothing going on this season right now.
That's why they're trying to refresh their squad.
Refreshed?
Should there be over-dependence on, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo to do the job for them? I think it's something they need to sit back and, you know, discuss again. But I know Real Madrid played PSG, I think.
Right.
If Zidane loses that game, I'm afraid his job will be on the line.
No, it's going to stay to the end of the season, because I don't think there's actually a coach right now that can come in.
What is that?
Who are you going to? What's there to change? Yes, who's going to come? Are you going to go back to Calan?